Welcome to Critics Not Cynics, the podcast that tries to prove that you can be a critic without being a cynic. And this week, we're doing a little bit of a test here. As some of you may have caught on Twitter, we are going to be trying to do our first gaming live stream. So this is going to be, I don't know how long I'm going to play, probably up through the intro. I have played Medan before. So I figured this would be a good test case for how we're going to do it this coming weekend. I haven't picked the time yet, but it's either going to be Friday night or Saturday night. And I haven't decided if maybe we'll continue doing Man of Medan, maybe do Little Hope, or maybe do House of Ashes. So I'll probably be putting out a poll on Twitter. And maybe on Facebook if I can figure out how to do it on Facebook to see what you guys want. So to get some house cleaning out of the way, we did have a Dune review planned for this week, and unfortunately, with me learning OBS and everything, it just didn't quite work out the way it needed to. So we're going to re-record that, and we wanted to make sure we gave you the best review possible for Dune. We definitely had a lot of thoughts about it, so hopefully we can get something together and better for you guys for the next episode. We also have a couple of screener reviews that still need to happen. My co-host Pat still needs to get a chance to watch them, so that's why those haven't happened yet. I'm hoping to get those out next week as well, all for the spooky season. So yeah, that should be enough of the house cleaning. Now, if you notice, I'm looking over to one side, and that's just because that's where OBS is, and I'm trying to just make sure everything looks good. I think I'm going to try to either position myself or make myself a little bit smaller. There, that might be better. So I'm not taking up the entire screen, and you can kind of see what's going on. So go ahead and do my settings here first. Now, I did have some issues starting this. I had to actually go in and add some type of setting for the game. Yet, what was interesting is I was testing. I played a little bit of House of Ashes and played a little bit of Little Hope, and I didn't have any issues with those. But for some reason, this one decided. I always do subtitles. Turn on. There we go. But for some reason, this one just did not want to run really well for me. So I'm glad that those doing those settings really helped fix it. So, all right. We're definitely going to get through the prologue and probably the introduction of the curator in this video. So this is going to be interesting for me because it's going to be interesting to comment on this while playing it. It's my first time, and it's going to be definitely interesting when we live stream because that's something we do want to do eventually for the podcast. I haven't made up my mind if I want to do this audio only as well, where it's on Podbean and iTunes. I'll figure it out once everything's in post to see how things go. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So if you're not familiar with the Dark Pictures Anthology or Supermassive Games at all, they're the developers who made the game Until Dawn. And Until Dawn was fantastic. Supermassive Games did a really good job. They also were partnered with Larry Fessenden, who I believe also is in part somehow like in the production of these games. And Larry Fessenden is also he's a staple in the horror community. His Tales from Beyond the Pale podcast / audio drama series is fantastic. In fact, he acts like the Crypt Keeper in that series, and so I really, really like what they do. And I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed with this game when it first came out. It didn't live up to Until Dawn for them, and I had some similar reactions, only in the sense of I didn't like how the story ended, or rather, how everything kind of played out in this one. So, I don't want to spoil anything if this is your first time, so we're gonna just kind of go ahead and dive into it, and then I can comment as it progresses. But I'm gonna take a quick drink of my coffee here. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with the news story. Obviously, we'll be doing the theatrical cut. Now, also, this is me having bought the game twice. So, I actually have it originally on PlayStation 4, same as with Little Hope, and my copy of House of Ashes is PS5, but, it's not that much of a difference. That's yet to arrive, but I did buy all the games a second time, specifically for the streaming process. So I'm really, really excited to kind of dive into this and see how everyone enjoys this game. I'm still a little bit bigger, but I don't want to, shrink myself too much so I'm not on camera. I also like the opening of this game. We're in World War II. We're kind of in Indonesia or kind of China. It's crew getting ready to go back to the States, and that's kind of just right where the beginning of this picks up, and then it jumps to present day later on. But I really do love the atmosphere that this one sets up. I love the design of the ship. I think the ship's really creepy. I like the hold here with the caskets and stuff. It really has an interesting effect later on in the game in of itself. And here's our two buddies.
Alrighty, Buster. We better mosey on back to the ship.
One of the things I also have to really give this game credit for, or at least this series, is its character designs, its technical aspects, and facial captures are amazing.
Can I fight?
Hey, give me a quarter.
Now, what I do like also, too, is you saw at the beginning of the menu, there was like the curator cut and the theatrical cut. When you do the curator cut, you actually you do what the other guy's doing right now. Let's see.
I guess I just want to know about my son. Will he?
Of course, I always get criticisms from Pat because I always pick the nice choices. Or the less jerky options when it comes to character interactions. So when we live stream, depending on how quick, if there's anyone in the chat and there's those choices, I may let the chat decide. But it does have to be quick, so we'll see how that goes. All right. Now this is the one thing I do have to get used to is. Using a mouse and keyboard versus a controller.
Looks like a fish.
That's the one thing I don't think I'm going to like about this, playing on PC for the first time, is the fact that I'm not using a controller, so camera movements are going to be probably a little janky from me on this end. I do have a controller that I could probably plug in, and may do that for the live stream just for ease of gameplay and ease of the stream.
What does that mean? Hey, what does that mean? What the hell, man? Hey, bud, let me get a go at it.
Oh yeah? Think you got the stuff?
Well, we'll see how we do. Again, it's going to be interesting to do this with mouse and keyboard.
I'll give it a whirl.
Okay, not too bad. I'm a little slow. I know it's gonna get ready to be fast. Deep. Okay. That's the other thing. I gotta get used to using a keyboard now. Oh, she's insulting my manhood. Eventually I'll be getting a new mouse too, and so hopefully that will have a longer cord for me. I'm working on a shorter cord, so it's hey, I actually did it.
Yeah.
I don't even think I did that on
I'm the karate
console.
master now. Wouldn't you know it?
为什么我在这个白
I'm a
纸
real
上
karate
浪费
kid.
时间？
Hey, Chuck, we better get back to the ship. We don't want to get stranded.
Come on, man. Just let me ask another question.
We really need to get back.
So yeah, the nice thing with the curator cut is we just played as Joe, you play as Charlie, and so you get a whole different set of character dialogue, character actions. Even though you're doing the same thing, it's not the similar outcome. So, and I'm really sorry. I know I keep looking off. I can see myself in OBS. It's just I'm always just trying to check to make sure everything looks good and stuff like that. So, and I also may look like I'm looking down because my camera is up here and my monitor is straight on. So, you know, it's just a whole lot to get used to. You may have noticed that in the last video that I might have been looking down a little bit, but we'll see how it all goes here. So this, I think, like with what this is it's interesting, but it takes away some of the fun aspect of what the story could have been later on as the game moves on.
Where's my 50 cents?
50 cents? What 50 cents?
Come on, man. Hey,
And see this
buzz off.
fight here right now is something that just didn't make sense to me either. Like, I get that they're drunk, but like they weren't like that before they got on the ship. So
These men appear to be drunk off their rear ends.
yeah, I get that they're drunk,
One
but
to the medical ward. Throw the other in the brig and keep him there.
yeah, again in the curator cut, like, so we're gonna wake up in the med bay, and Charlie goes to the brig. But when you play the curator cut, you're in the brig as Charlie. So I really like that because that adds a replay value that most games don't necessarily have, because you're getting different dialogue choices, different options. You're playing the same thing but getting different results. And even if we don't do this for the live stream, I may still continue kind of like a let's play and do kind of maybe each section, because it is easily divvied out kind of in sections. Excuse me. And see, you know, what you guys think. I'm really glad I managed to get the green screen kind of behind me better. Thank you, Google, for easy searches to remedy things. And I've been saying it for a while. We've been trying to always innovate and make the show better. So we're getting there. We're not perfect. Hopefully none of the game audio kind of is overwhelming me, but you know, I'll find out in post. Okay, so there we go. Look at our picture of our son here. 2 pops, come back soon. Well, I'm sorry, buddy. It's not going to work out that way. So yeah, this is going to be the part that's going to be an adjustment for me, is using the mouse. And for some games it's not an issue, but like for games like this where...
What the hell?
No, that's not good. Your doctor's dead. But there's something we need. Because I think if we had tried the door first, it would have told us that... I thought that you could examine the body, but I guess not. It would have told us that the door was locked, so we would have had to come there anyways to... Come on. Yeah, see? Told you. It's been a while since I played it, but I still remember most of the things here. Now, it'll be interesting to see if I can manage to get everyone to survive this version. Now, when I played it originally, I got 2 people killed. And everyone else, or 2 or 3. I can't remember if one of the guys managed to make it out or not, but I did get most of the people to survive. Now, when I played Until Dawn, I managed only one person to die, so...
Just get me out of here already. What the hell's going on up there? I heard aircraft and gunfire.
Me too. And there was a corpse.
What?
In the sick bay.
Something's wrong. Let's get out of here.
Now, I will say the one benefit of this on PC, except for that completely clip through, the one benefit, or the one advantage, and Pat's tried to tell me this about PC for a while now, is it actually looks better on this PC on ultra high graphics. Oh shoot. Okay, they changed this up in the new one. See how I do here. This will be a tell of how it's going to work later on in the game. Alright. Boom! It's actually better with the key than it is with the mouse. House of Ashes used the mouse. And I think the clicking lag delay screwed me up when I was trying that. So
What the hell?
I think a key input's probably a better... Nope, this way. And gotta get used to the WASD movement. Uh-oh.
What was that?
That was a boy. I want to check out here first. I don't remember which one is like... One is going to prevent me from... Yeah, see the... I mean, to be fair, the movement feels stiff in console as well. So it's not like this is something... Yeah, okay, I thought this was locked, but... Oh no! Shoot. May need to still go check out that other door. Oh!
Fuck no.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
we gotta go
you said
check out the other door.
Fubar and then some.
Oh, no, I guess we're still pushing through. And if you want to know what the definition of foobar is, go watch Saving Private Ryan. And again, one improvement they've made on House of Ashes is like
God damn.
they've unlocked the
Another thing?
camera,
Who's the lucky
so
winner?
movement's a little bit easier.
Damn it, Buckley. Last
don't
time I
know
saw
who
him
you
in the
are.
mess hall, he was fit as a fiddle. Poor fucker.
Well, now he's about as stiff as a fiddle. Alright. One thing I kind of hope to do too, especially like with these games, if I could figure out the problems that I was having with our Dune review recording, is if I could get Pat to pick up the games on Steam, or I think that there's like a friend pass that allows you to... I love that camera angle. Gives you a nice POV. Oh, I am walking into a wall. He and I can... okay, I assume that's shift. Yeah, it's shift. Let's check this out. Yeah, this is... Oh, nope. I want you to go check out the door. I mean, I knew it was going to be locked, but... Okay, that's nice that it's shift.
So,
Makes it nice and easy to
Is it
remember.
just me? Or are you getting a real strange feeling right now?
Brent looked like a guy who likes to talk about his feelings.
May save you if you did. That's right, we gotta come to the cargo hold. This is where things really get foobar. Oh.
Hey, Chuck? You see that kid over there?
No? You feeling alright?
Alright. So, as in all horror movie fashion, we've got to go check out the dead bodies and the Phantom Kid.
Charlie, get over here.
It is but a flesh wound. Again, I can't praise the curator cut enough because it is a little bit of it. Like, even though, again, we're playing the same thing over, you're getting a different experience playing as Charlie instead of Joe. And one thing I will always say, even if there's things about this particular game that didn't work for me, I can tell you, like, Little Hope right now is my favorite. Now, I haven't played much of House of Ashes yet, but, like, Little Hope was what I kind of wanted from this one. But even if, you know, House of Ashes doesn't, like, blow me away, I'm always going to support this game series because, one, it's half the price of a normal retail game. And yeah, you're got about 6 to 8 hours of content in here, but for the quality and for the technical aspect, like, that makes sense. It works out, you know, and I'm willing to shell out like $30 and have just an okay experience, and then in the next one get a better one. Silly, didn't you know guns don't work on ghosts? All right. And that's pretty much the prologue. I'm going to go a little bit further.
Mayday!
I want to have the curator show up.
Oh, come on! Come on, damn it!
This ended up being a little bit longer video than I expected to make.
What the hell is that?
I mean, I figured it'd be a little bit because I know how long this prologue runs. But yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying this, you know. So I think live streaming it will be pretty fun too. He did. He's dead too. So this, well, thankfully, like, we're not monetized or anything on YouTube, so I should be fine with this, you know, hopefully they understand. But I love this song, and I love this intro of the curator. And the curator is my favorite thing about this entire series. He is very well acted. His design is fantastic, and that's right, Sean Ashmore's in this. I couldn't remember if it was Sean or Aaron, and that's the other thing too, is like they've got a couple good, like, well-known actors. Will Poulter is in Little Hope, and Ashley Tisdale is in House of Ashes. That I think, like, gives it a little bit more credibility. And I also just like that fact that it they keep their actual looks and translate it to video game. But I do love the design of the curator. If you've been following me on Twitter for a while, you know whenever I've tweeted out about this series, the curator is like my favorite. I can't remember the actor who plays him. Yeah, there's Larry Fessendon's name, and Graham Resnick, who's also really big in the kind of horror. I believe Dead Wax on Shudder is Graham Resnick as well. I may have that wrong. But this guy who plays the curator is just impeccable. His delivery, his demeanor, the way he carries himself, the way he's actually trying to help you out, even though it's kind of against his rules. Well, maybe it's not even his rules, but it's against the rules. But he wants you to succeed. So we'll listen to the curator here a little bit, and then we'll decide if we're going to go on a little bit longer or if we're going to go ahead and stop it. We're probably going to stop.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome.
Thank you.
To my repository.
It's proper British. Also, I love that classical music. It's one of my favorites. I can't tell you the name of it, but I know it when I hear it, and it's always kind of one of my faves.
I am the curator of stories. Stories of love and hate, greed and beauty, life and death. Stories
well, there's going to be a
such as
lot of
this
death.
I'm here to record the story you choose to tell.
Okay.
You see, this tale is only part
And I'm here to
written,
record you
and the choices you
recording
make
the
will
story I
complete
tell.
it and determine whether the lives of those with whom you are interfering continue to flourish or whether they are snuffed out. You see, we each make decisions according to our own moral compass.
Yeah, Pat, you hear
And
that?
we have
Your
to live
moral
with those
compass.
decisions or die by them.
Well, who am I kidding? You're
But you
not
shouldn't
watching
fear
an episode
death.
of our
It
own
is, after all,
podcast.
inevitable. It is the tax one pays for having lived, and it comes eventually.
Well, that's
to everybody.
the only sure
Death.
things in life
None
is
of us want
death
for it
and
to come
taxes.
too soon. Do
I mean, look at New World. They made taxes a part of the game.
As in life, the actions you take matter. The choices you make will affect others. I'll be keeping a close eye on your progress. It's
Okay.
not my place to interfere, but I might be persuaded to offer the occasional hint. Here's one for free. There are pictures in this world that can show you some possible futures.
And I can never find them all.
If you can find them and study them, they may just help you to make better decisions.
It's like Alan Wake. I can find
Or
a
should I
majority
say
of the
decisions that
thermoses
result in
and
the
the
outcomes
manuscript
you
pages, but I
would
can't
prefer.
find all of them.
That's all for the moment. We'll talk again soon enough. We'll have the opportunity to account for all the actions that you've taken, or whatever mess you've made.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be a suitable place to stop. I'm just going to wait till it gets to the next part here, so I'm sure that it auto-saves. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go to return menu. Yes, I want to leave. And then, of course, if I start this back up, well, we might get a replay of that. We may not. We'll see. Let's make sure this isn't an infinite loading screen. There we go. Perfect. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I know I enjoyed playing it on PC for the first time and kind of replaying it. I know I probably should not have quit the game just yet because I'm still talking, but yeah. So, what do you think? Do you want to see more of Man of Medan? Let's, in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a little bit bigger again. I'll resize myself later, but yeah, what'd you think? Did you did you like this? Did you enjoy it? I really like this game series, and I really would like to continue playing it if you guys are enjoying it. So leave me a comment in the comment section below. As always, kind of like, share, subscribe. We're going to be doing more of these, and even if like the live stream doesn't work out really well, I think with like this, going to be doing kind of more some let's plays of some of these games, and hopefully I can get some of these classic games like Legacy of Kain working, because I want to get back to replaying Soul Reaver, which is one of my favorites. But definitely, we will be playing through all 3 of the Dark Pictures anthologies games. So I will say right now, it's most likely this is what we're going to be live streaming next weekend. Mainly because it's the first game, and we just started it here with this video, so it's kind of a perfect place to pick up and continue on. But I am still going to put a poll out there and see if you guys want to maybe see Little Hope or House of Ashes. I hope Supermassive checks this out and appreciates the coverage. They like the tweet, so I definitely feel like I have to do a good job, and I want to do a good job of showing this content to you guys. So, all right. As always, you can subscribe to the podcast if you're listening audio only on Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, basically just about wherever you can get your podcast episodes. And as always, you can like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications, as well as you can follow us on social media. Links will be obviously in the description below. And if you want to write into the podcast rather than leaving us a comment, you can write in at criticsnotcynics@gmail.com. If you have comments and you want them right on air, we'll definitely do it. So, all right, guys. Well, we're going to talk to you next time.